Hey everybody, this is Grace, and in this video I'm going to talk about how my life lately has just gotten so, messed up. I don't know if the rest of you have this happen, especially if you're a homemaker and you're older like me, or any age really. And around the holidays or any kind of special thing, event, oh man, life just gets so messed up and out of order, and it just, well, for me it's been a while, really, just not the holidays. And yeah, I'm like, hopefully nothing as of today, everything should be in order and nothing goes wrong that just throws it all out of whack again. My goodness, even just making videos like I like to, the way I like to, now without feeling totally rushed, has been messed up too. I had done some, mainly lately it seems like I could go to a store and take a few snapshots and then kind of connect them all together, or I had done some a while back and made videos of them, but just actual sit down talking and stuff like that, or coming up with something besides just a vlog, oh no. Yeah, and luckily I did have some old ones from my other channel. Yeah, it's just been messed up. Now I plan on going back and making more videos about a series I had started probably, I don't know when. It's been within the past year or so, and it was a What Nerve series, and it was about former in-laws. Yeah, and the things that they do. I want to start making more videos about that, but I want to tell this one as why it's on my mind again. Okay. Now this one is about that we got a maid in our house yesterday, and it's been a while that we've had one. Not too long, but yeah, it depends on how you look at it. With me, with chemical allergies, it's hard for me to get, do really some deep cleaning. So I'm gonna leave out the whole big old long background, but yeah, I had a maid yesterday, and she spent the whole day. She spent 8 hours straight, non-stop. And that's both upstairs and downstairs, doing the deep cleaning kind of thing. Most of it upstairs really wasn't all that. But yeah, it took her a long while. I didn't think it was going to take that long. But anyway, one of the first things I thought, we had met her together. Okay, my ex, Adam, and I met her together. And it was last week, I guess, sometime. And, she was real nice and everything. A little bit of a language barrier, but I'm used to that. And, but of course, my experience in life, I'm 55, is that when two people around, there's a difference in between one, and in this case it was male-female. Yeah, so this is kind of mixed up, but one of my first thoughts was, what kind of sense of entitlement will she have? Now, I've mentioned that I live in Narcissism-Ville, and this place in Texas, and Texas is a huge state now. It has had the reputation, I don't know how many years, of people having a high sense of entitlement, and it's not really all that off. It's not really the whole suburb. It's an area that includes more than one suburb, actually. And yeah, people do have a high sense of entitlement. It's amazing. And now, I didn't give it that reputation. I've mentioned this before. I've heard about it when I first heard about this place, this suburb, like 30-something years ago. I don't know how long ago. So I didn't give it to it. Yeah. But, that was my first thought. And I thought that was kind of funny myself, that my first thought is, what kind of sense of entitlement will she have? But that off, Okay, but yeah, at one point, I'll add this to it right here. I had walked Marmaduke out front twice. Now, I'd had him in one of the front rooms closed in while she was there because, he doesn't like strangers and in the home. So I'd put him up there, and had him locked in, so I had to take him out front to walk him. And one of the times I did, I saw her license plate on her SUV, and it was from Illinois. So I was like, well, no, she's not from around here. Maybe. You never know, really, you know. So, yeah, and she didn't really have that kind of sense of entitlement. But she was angry. Okay, she seemed very angry. Here. You see that guy over there? I've already been in the store and back. But you see that guy? He was standing there, and I think you saw it in the last clip. But he would not stop staring at me. I'm sure it looks funny, me talking, and there's nobody sitting next to me. But I think a lot of people, I would think these days people would see a phone on a mount and would think at least a person's talking to somebody on the phone or something. But he would not stop staring, and usually people will look away, you know. Like if you look at them and they're staring at you, they look away. But no, he wouldn't. So I went ahead and went in the store and came back out, and yeah, he was inside there, but seriously staring at somebody like that? Really? There's also one entitled person, and there was a woman, a young woman, she came running through the front door, and I wasn't too far from it, and there was enough room for her to get away, you know, around me, but she had to at least, you know, brush against me, and she's running in there, you know, she's entitled. You know, everybody must move out of her way. So, yeah, I'm around those times. Anyway, but the back to the maid, and I want to start doing more videos on homemaking also. You know, both of those. But stories, you know, like stories, not showing homemaking. I'm not going to do that, but you know, stories about it. Anyway, this maid, okay. Now, one of the things I realize about myself is I'm a little bit too accommodating, you know, to people. I'm too nice, really, when it comes. There is a level of too nice. You know, whenever you get to that level, people start thinking that they can take advantage of you, you know. You're just so nice, they're going to take advantage of you. How screwed up our world has gotten at some point, you know. Nice people, these days, nice people are rare. So, yeah. So you really shouldn't treat them like crap. You know, we live in such a narcissistic world these days. Everybody's going, ooh, I found one. I found my next victim. You know, next person I can use for my own advantage. Really. Seriously. But anyway, back to the maid. Yeah. I'm too nice. And at one point she says, well, it is your house. Little smart ass. And I'm like, oh, boy. But, yeah, my solution to that kind of thing is to ignore it and walk away. Really. And trying to get into a, you know, argument with that kind of person, you know, let them know in some way that no, I'm not here to accept your little attitude. She wasn't as bad as what I've seen in the past. Seriously, I've seen not just somebody who's, you know, a maid or something, but in stores and stuff like that, and anywhere really, just people. I've seen worse. So anyway, but she had an attitude. Her attitude was more like she seemed angry, you know, like she was not, I mean, just at something, who knows, something in the world. Maybe she was having a bad day with somebody in her life, you know, but she wasn't trying to take it out on me. I wouldn't say that, but she was angry. And especially when she finally got to the room, which was like right at the last, because I was in the front part of the house, and like I said, it's 2-story. And she started upstairs and she came downstairs and did that. And she finally got to that part of the house. The room that I was in most of the day was my office. And it was kind of like, you know, she could have been tired or something by that time. But it seemed like she was trying to prove a point or something. You know? But she put a duster on my seat and left it there. On my seat, on my desk. Because that house gets dusty like you wouldn't believe. It was unbelievable. I've never seen dust collect that fast and that much. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to tell just a little bit of the story, you know, about what brought me to go back to that What Nerve series that I was doing about my former in-laws. You know, we're divorced. I'm divorced from Adam, but we share a house. Anyway, this was it. It was the maid service, the maid coming in. Now, I want to say something about maid service. Okay, let me go back. The maid service is what reminded me of Adam's, his family, the females of the family, because they'll come into the house and they'll change things around for the way that they want it. okay, that they want it in my home. You know, it's his home too, but it's also my home. And yeah, I'm going to do that in a separate video, but that's where this one's going to eventually. Yeah. Now about maid services around here. I don't know when it was, probably 2 or 3 years ago. I had called, maybe not even that long. I'd called various places to see about actually getting, you know, maid service that comes like once every other week or something like that. And what I was told just floored me. And they were so, and I think I've mentioned this before, they were so just out there with it, was that what they charged depended on where you lived. Not the size of the house, not the, not the size of the house or how dirty it would be or something, how long it would take. It was that they charged depending on which area of town you lived in. I said, so you're basically saying that if you live in a wealthier area, you're going to charge more than you would in one that's not. She said, exactly. I mean, I remember one of them, she was just flat out, she said, of course we charge people who have more money. We charge them more. No, there's no of course to that. You know, I can understand giving some, and I understand that this is going to be kind of flipped and kind of weird, but yeah, you can give people, you know, a break who are, like a sliding scale fee, but her attitude wasn't that kind of way. Her attitude was, if you live in a nicer neighborhood, you're going to pay more, period. You know, there's a police officer right behind me, so it's kind of weird. Yeah. But it was, that was one place. But I had called other places, and they wouldn't go that far with it. But yeah, it was that kind of mentality, and that's just wrong. I don't care where you are on it. Somebody's going to charge you depending on how much they can get off of you. And it wasn't just maid services. It was also what are they called? When you have your exterminators. They said the same thing. It depends on where you live, which part of town. Really? Seriously? And they had that same kind of attitude. Yeah, I'm throwing out a lot here because I do want to get to where I'm going to do that series, like I said. I'm a little bit distracted. Boy, that sun's bright on my here. I haven't been here, by the way, since that rattlesnake thing. Yeah. I thought it was a cricket, a really loud cricket, and then when I was doing that, when I listened to it again, the video, yeah, did not sound like a really loud cricket. For the record, the police officer is now sitting about, I don't know how far it would be, but yeah, in his SUV, not too far from me. I was wondering, what is going to happen today that might change everything, but no, I'm not going to get a ticket. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. And like I said, this is just kind of me throwing out stuff. And it does sound like me throwing out stuff. I know it's all mixed up. But about more videos I want to do now that hopefully life is going to be settled down for a little while. And of course, until the holidays. Until Christmas. Yeah, might get all mixed up there again. But I got, what is it, 3-4 weeks till Christmas? Yeah. Anyway, if you want to subscribe to this channel, even though it's all screwed up this video, you can click, and you haven't already, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles, like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would on your own social media, and I'll talk to you on another video.